It's been a Tuesday that's pretty much been on par with what we were expecting weather-wise, and of course it will be wise for all of us to continue to watch changing conditions. As we know by experience, they can happen quickly. We're talking about the severe weather chances for this evening, but it is more so tomorrow that we are still focusing on, and a better time frame, a better expectation of the potential scenarios. And all that will be what I will leave you with this evening. And now, and in between, we will talk about another trip back to the McGoffin County High School, another good one tonight, another signing day for a McGoffin County High School senior, the third, to put pen to paper, to take them to U-Pike. This one, perhaps not in the sport that most of us would have expected. Nevertheless, makes for a good story. Host of other news and information to pass along to you as well. We'll go ahead and jump right in. I do have this, the AP reporting, a national headline, but with at its peak 5 million young people and of course older involved in the Boy Scouts of America. The Boy Scouts have seen a decline for a whole lot of reasons, of course, I think, as recent history tells us, but for the first time in the organization's history, which is 115 years, they're changing their names. They're no longer going to be the Boy Scouts of America, attempting to make the organization more inclusive, which is becoming a popular word, more so popular as of this moment in time in our history. The move is also an effort to get away from bankruptcy, which came after a slew of sexual abuse claims. Just last year, the Boy Scouts of America agreed to pay almost $2.5 billion with a B dollars in settlements to some 82,000 former Boy Scouts who said they'd been sexually abused by Boy Scouts of America officials and volunteers over the years. As for the bankruptcy reorganization, it went into effect last year, allowed them to keep operating, now making, of course, some more major changes, and through and since then allowing gay youth and welcoming girls as well to become members of the organization. To date, over 115 years, over 130 million Americans are estimated to have been a part of the program since it was founded back in the early 1900s. Right now, there's about 1 million people involved. There were 5 million people at the peak of membership back in 1972. Why you can't have nice things. Not everyone always respects them. As I understand, there is some video, not of the act or acts themselves specifically, but before and after, that officials are reviewing, that from just my understanding appears to be quite descriptive and clear, as authorities are continuing to look for suspects in the most recent case of public bathroom vandalism in McGoffin County. This picture is from the judge's office. Sheriff Bill Meade's office is as well privy to it and has been looking into it, and between the two of them they've been looking at video and other evidence to try to determine who's responsible for destruction of this bathroom at the Bloomington Park. The county has gone to extensive investment and time and efforts to update and modernize all of our parks and the facilities. I mean, this is something that we have seen historically in the Ramey Park since the Ramey Park has been there, and to no avail. They've been unable to keep it from happening, and it still continues to do so. Just complete destruction of public property. And right now, authorities are investigating this most recent incident, which they believe is tied directly to drug activity. And again, they're asking right now for the public who may have any information about this incident, the Bloomington Park, to please contact the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department or the judge's office as well. And information that you have can, of course, come from an anonymous nature or individual, but nevertheless, they are hoping to make some arrests and prosecute to the full extent of the law, and they promised us an update when that happens. I'll be right back. Thanks to you, Fraser's Prater Drug has been voted #1 in customer satisfaction with Good Neighbor Pharmacies for the 7th year in a row. With curbside pickup for all of your prescription, allergy, or even multivitamin needs. Or come in and pull up a stool while you shop, or just visit downtown and treat yourself to something extra tasty or sweet. Where locally owned means a more personal, reliable, and friendly pharmacy. Fraser's Prater Drug.
There are several risk factors that may put a patient at risk for heart disease.
Especially people who have diabetes or hypertension or high cholesterol and have a family history of heart disease.
Neglecting to see a cardiologist can put you in trouble. You may develop problems that may not be reversible.
We see many people who do not have an actual diagnosis of a heart problem, but may be at risk of heart disease, and we do whatever we can to help mitigate that risk to help prevent disease in the future. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Someone dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Hello, I'm Dr. Cheryl Stalder-Cheney, podiatrist currently located in Sayersville, Kentucky. I've been servicing patients within Eastern Kentucky for the past 20 years.
Our feet are the foundation for everything we do, and whether you're suffering from fractures or injuries, need custom orthotics, diabetic foot care, sports medicine, heel pain, wound care, or anything else foot related, relief is just one step away. Raise your hands. Who thinks math is hard? Now, who thinks feeding a family of 4, 6, 8, or 10 is even harder? Well, so do we. Welcome to Math and a Meal Made Easy. Did you know you can get a family meal deal at your Sayersville Lee's for as low as $4.61 a person with bone-in chicken, $4.15 a person with our famous strips? That's chicken sides and biscuits. Count to 100? Thank a math teacher. Feed a family for less? Come to your Sayersville Lee's. Again, a much-needed wrap-up in a few moments talking about our weather, specifically here in the viewing area. But right now, let's take you to our top story for this evening. And let me introduce to you formally here on the program. She was on the program last week as I was there, of course, along with many others, for the official signing day of Miss Dalen Patrick to the University of Pikeville swim team. The men's and women's swim coach, Bernie Haney, was there, as she was again today at the McGoffin County High School. She's in her second season at UPike, coaching men's and women's swimming. She has a long history, not with just the college, but in sports. She coached club swimming for 17 years at Paintsville and Eastern Kentucky. She's also currently principal of the Our Lady of the Mountain School in Paintsville. She went to Pikeville College back in the late 70s. She was one of the best women's basketball players in the program's history. She's a two-time All-KIAC selective, and she amassed over 1,100 points in 3 seasons at UPike. She's also a member of the Hall of Fame since 1999. And she's known Dalen Patrick, who was signed last week, and Mr. Zane Whitaker here for a number of years, for most of their lives.
Want to say another full complete circle today. I had Zane since he was little through till COVID, and now he's going to swim for me in college. I do know what he and Dalen both can do, and he can swim. So, and he can play ball too, but I want him to swim. There you go.
Yes, that Zane Whitaker, our only Zane Whitaker, who's swam competitively more than he's played basketball.
Yeah, I know. It's a little different. But I mean, I've swam all my life too, so it's not going to be too much difference, but I will miss basketball, but I'll still be involved with it a little bit, so it's going to be okay. It's going to be kind of like doing something new again. I know I swam this year, but being on a college team, obviously that's going to be different, and I really taken such a long break from swimming. It's going to be a big change for me.
Yes, all of this may come as a bit of a surprise to fans. We know, of course, Zane hit his 1,000-point mark during his senior year with 386 points during the season. He averaged 10.7 points a game, 7.6 rebounds for 622 career total. the team's leading shot blocker, the top 3 shot blocker in the state tournament. And as Coach Castle calls him, absolutely one of the hardest working kids he has ever coached.
Started when he was 4. He came from here to Paintsville City Pool every summer for 3 months straight. We started a swim team. He swam every year till COVID in 2020 and never missed it and won every race there was to win in all strokes. So I thought, so when I started coaching at University of Pikeville, I thought, I want these kids to have a chance. I know what these kids can do because I coach them. Not because of me, but what they can do. And so I called Marion and Kim Rudd and I said, start a swim team, come to Pikeville practice, let's get these kids a scholarship. And once they get back in the water, I'm telling you, these kids can swim. Zane and Dalen can swim. It's like a full circle from 4-year-old all the way through, COVID break, and now they're going to swim college.
At the University of Pikeville, where the future is bright and where Zane is looking forward to getting to go to college with several of his classmates.
It's going to be nice having all my friends around me, especially in the first couple days of college, still making friends and whatnot. It's definitely going to be nice to have them around.
I'm building. I want to build with local kids. I want to build with local academic kids. And we're off to a good start. Next year we should be up to about 11 kids. I know we want to get up to about 18, but right now we are building and these kids will be an asset to our program.
And for Zane, he'll take the experience of going rounds at the state level in 2 different sports his senior year.
I made it to the 2nd round, which I'm pretty proud of. It was pretty good for my first year doing high school swim.
And let's talk about basketball just for a second. How do you summarize that year?
Incredible. I mean, it's what I've always dreamed of, getting to go to Rep, getting to go to state and play on Rep Arena's floor. It was an incredible experience, especially getting to go to the 2nd round. I mean, tough opponent, but it was an incredible experience all the way through.
Tonight's calendar and your weather in just a second.
You ready to graduate? Yeah, I'm so ready to go.
I can't believe we're graduating, guys.
Well, at least this won't be the last time we see each other.
Yes, we'll all be together again at our 10-year class reunion. And I can't wait.
Come on, guys. Let's take a picture so we'll have it at our class reunion.
3, 2, 1.
Don't leave your friends standing alone at your class reunion. Stand up for what you think is right. Say no to drugs.
Choosing our future, staying drug free.
It's never too late to talk with your parents, doctor, counselor, teacher, or another adult you can trust. For more information on drug prevention and treatment options, contact the Magoffin County Health Department at 606-349-6212.
Next up, it's calendar time, brought to you by Magoffin Farm Bureau, and it's birthday time to begin. A happy 60th birthday wish to Tommy Francis. Love, your brothers, Ray, Clinton, and Terry. The happiest of 60th birthdays to you, Tommy. Happy birthday, Tommy Francis. Happy birthday to you. Don't forget, the McGoffin County Senior Citizen Center has commodities, not this Thursday, but the next 11 till 1. Volunteers, as always, desperately, desperately, desperately needed. The McGoffin County Senior Citizen Center commodity distribution a week from this Thursday. Also coming up here soon in McGoffin County, on the 13th, which is a Monday, at the Health Department, sponsored by Kentucky Home Place, Diabetic Shoe Day. They're hosting this diabetic shoe clinic in McGoffin County. If you have insurance and you met deductible, they'll be at no cost. You need to bring your prescription from your doctor and your insurance card. And if you have any questions or to make an appointment, call Judy, 349-8842. She can help you with everything. Call me. I can help you with all your calendar announcements. Birthdays and anniversaries, of course, are included. Turning to funeral arrangements for tonight, a reminder, services start tomorrow afternoon at 4 at the McGoffin County Funeral Home in honor of 37-year-old Natasha Paige Wells Hiley of Prestonsburg. She passed away on Saturday, survived by her parents, her husband, Porter, as well as her daughter, Haley Josephine Wells, 3 brothers, Bobby Page Jr., Alan Page, and Randall Page, and a niece, Felicity Page. She was preceded in death by her first husband, Dwayne Wells, a nephew, as well, Avery Chase. Again, services tomorrow at 4 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. And service is still incomplete at this hour, but to be announced soon by the McGoffin County Funeral Home for 63-year-old Barbara Ann Wolf of Sagersville. She passed away Sunday in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Spring isn't the only season here. It's also senior season. It's a season for love, a season for Jesus, and a season to shop local at the Seasonal Shop with spring colors, styles, and fashions by Charlie Page and Simply Southern, and more of your favorites, new arrivals in bags and totes and jewelry and more. And they've got everything lemon lavender, spa essentials for a little at-home pampering. And from simple to chinoiserie, must-see home decor is at the Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville. Whether you've got a new ride and you want it to stand out in the crowd, or you want your current ride to look and feel like a new one, no one does lifts, wheels, and tires better than Conley's. Stop in now for spring tire specials, free quotes, and 0% financing, or log on to conleytire.net. Let's start off now talking about your weather forecast and start with the easy part, what we know, what's currently happening. Not too hard to predict that, right? 77 degrees after topping out at 81 today here in downtown Sagersville. I got a wind just a minute ago out of the west at 3 miles per hour. Clocked one at 15 miles per hour earlier today. Humidity, you can tell it's up there at 77%, where it peaked here today. And we picked up about not 0.2 of an inch of rain today. Sunrise and sunset on the 30s, 6:30 and 8:30 respectively, in case you're wondering. Taking a look at Doppler radar at this hour, we have seen a lot of folks seeing just cloudy, some sunny skies. Some seeing some scattered showers and a few decent thunderstorms as well, as we take a little closer look into the viewing area. Today's severe weather threat, as we spoke of last night, not that great, and that continues to be the case. No active warnings as of right now. We just got some scattered showers and thunderstorms. All the severe weather at this time is in the northern states up past Kentucky, and we're not having to deal with that right now as a very significant cold front comes through. Northern Kentucky might see some activity and some good thunderstorms tonight, but it is tomorrow that everyone else, certainly the south and southeast, will have to be on the lookout. And here's how it's starting to break down right now. We do have strong to severe thunderstorms possible through Wednesday night, damaging wind gusts and large hail. Primary concerns, isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out. And for areas, and there could be some that see thunderstorms one after another in those repetitious areas, there could be some flash flooding as a result, but that is on the lower lower scale of a threat right now. Timing right now for severe outlook tonight, as you saw, not really seeing much out there. The National Weather Service has us in a slight risk category for severe weather this evening, but as of right now, just some of your run-of-the-mill showers and a few thunderstorms. Again, it is tomorrow that we see this front give us the most significant chance for severe weather. As for a time frame for eastern Kentucky, anywhere from 7 to 9 looks to be right now this far out when we may start to see the activity start, putting us into a number 3 on the 5 scale of an enhanced risk category tomorrow. Generally after 3 o'clock, things are going to start to get unstable and start to change. I think for eastern Kentucky, the viewing area, again, 7, 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow night, which means I should be with you back here again and have a better handle on it then as to what we might have to endure. And it could be multiple runs of severe storms throughout the overnight, anywhere from around 8 or 9 o'clock to another one after midnight or so. Both could be severe and both could be repetitious as well and put down some significant rainfall in some areas. As our newly updated outlook calls for 67 degrees tonight, mostly cloudy and a 70% chance of showers and storms. No newsflash there. I mean, 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch for some, if that, unless there are some thunderstorms that pop up. And some are in other parts. We're just not seeing them here in the viewing area of eastern Kentucky at this time. It is tomorrow, again, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, say around 4 o'clock or so, but those storm chances continue to ramp up to 90 or 100% by tomorrow night. Winds out of the southwest up to 25 miles per hour. That's not talking about any showers and thunderstorms. And we're talking about 3/4 of an inch on the average total rainfall for everyone tomorrow night, and then, of course, thunderstorms that could go one after another on over top of some areas could cause some more problems than that, 3/4 of an inch. We see 84 and 65 for your high and your low. Hopeful that all of this will wane and die down before darkness falls tomorrow night and certainly overnight, but it looks as though it could make another run after midnight. Well, after midnight, we could see another round of some showers and potential severe weather. Again, we'll talk more in 24 hours. Friday, results of a cold front coming through. We go from the close to mid-80s tomorrow down to 65 by Friday, partly sunny skies, and about a 40% chance of some showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. I think Friday's going to calm down pretty quickly and then leave us with a weekend which will still be in the 60s for the first half, just barely out of them for the second half. 68 for your Saturday, 70 for your Sunday. I think we see the sunshine stick around from there on after throughout the rest of your 7-day, accompanied with, albeit by, a continued threat of some showers and storms. Just nothing like what we have in the next 24, 36 hours or so. So 68 Saturday and a 40% chance of storms and some sun. 70 on your Sunday, sunny, and only a 20% chance of showers and storms. And then we start to continue to climb back up to 75 Monday, low 80s by Tuesday. Still, again, accompanied by some sunshine and just a small chance of some showers and storms just to cover all the weather bases in our 7-day. Bottom line is 24 hours from now, we should be getting ready to see what we're really going to be in store for, and we'll have an updated call for you then. And that'll wrap it up for this Tuesday. Again, we will all hopefully be keeping an eye on our weather, certainly tonight and more so tomorrow. And I hope to see you back here safely tomorrow evening for the next edition. Good night, and thank you for watching.